Why are multi-step equations key to algebra's universal language? Imagine trying to solve a puzzle with many pieces. Each piece needs to fit perfectly to see the full picture. That's what solving multi-step equations is like in algebra. These equations are important because they help us understand and work with many real-world problems. Multi-step equations are more than just simple math problems. They involve several operations like adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing, all in one problem. To solve them, you need to do each step carefully, following a set order. This process is like following a recipe to make a cake. You add ingredients step by step until the cake is ready. In algebra, these equations help us model situations where things change together. For example, if you buy multiple items and want to find out the total cost, or if you are measuring distances and speeds, you use linear equations. Multi-step equations let you handle more complicated situations, like when there are parentheses or multiple operations inside the problem. Learning how to solve these equations teaches us a clear way to think about problems. It shows us how to break big problems into smaller, manageable parts. This is a skill that works in many areas, like science, economics, or even planning a trip. If you want to find out how much money you will save after buying several items on sale, you use multi-step equations. Using these equations also helps us understand the rules of algebra. These rules, like doing the same thing to both sides of an equation, stay the same everywhere. Whether you are solving for the cost of a meal, the distance traveled, or the number of items needed, the same steps apply. This consistency makes algebra a universal language. When you master solving multi-step equations, you gain confidence in tackling more complex problems. It teaches you to think logically and work systematically. This skill is useful in everyday life, like figuring out how long a trip will take or how much paint you need for a wall. In short, multi-step equations are key because they give us a step-by-step way to understand and solve many different kinds of problems. They help us see the connections between quantities and make solving real-world problems easier. This is why algebra, with its multi-step equations, becomes a language everyone can learn and use to describe the world around us.